about our summer weather, and he told us that temperatures and rainfall were higher than average.
Yeah, fall officially started this past weekend, and in epically beautiful form. Meteorologist Chris Reece is joining us now to look at whether the trend will continue into autumn. Chris, do you have good news for us? Come on, man.
I think I do. Here's the deal. We've got plenty of cool air this weekend. That's high pressure helping to keep the sunshine. And one of the things as you look forward to a season, you want to start with what's going on now. Otherwise, you're going to miss the point. And what's going on now is that temperatures have been cooler. But as we go through the next 6 to 10 days, the expectation across the upper Midwest and northern plains is that we will continue to see temperatures that are pacing cooler than average. Let's expand that an extra week. So now we're going through the next 2 weeks here, and still we see the same thing across the upper Midwest with temperatures that are cooler than average. Warmer than average temperatures, however, across the south and east. And that's going to set up a battle zone, which is going to lead to a lot of rain across the Midwest in some spots. So we are expecting over at least the next 6 to 10 days precipitation to be above normal as well. Now take that with a grain of salt. Usually around this time of the year, rain is hard to come by. So almost any rain at this point reaches a point where if it's frequent enough, it will be above average. And that's going to be the same theme as we go through the next 2 weeks as well. So with the next 2 weeks underway, what about the next 3 months? That is where El Nino comes into play and really helping us figure this all out. And typically with El Nino, in the fall, we have an equal chance of being dry or wet. A lot of your wetter than normal conditions are across the southern and eastern tier of the United States. Temperature-wise with El Nino, typically we are warmer than average, and that's the expectation from the Climate Prediction Center going through the next 3 months. However, there is one thing that I believe can shake up that pattern. What you're looking at are sea surface temperature anomalies. This is a warm pool of water over the Gulf of Alaska. That typically promotes high pressure, and the jet stream has to buckle north of that, sending cooler air farther south across the eastern half of the country. If this plays out, instead of being warmer than average over the next 3 months, we will end up being cooler than average. And here's the deal. That cooler air has been on the move, not colder, but just cooler air. And so what you're looking at are some of the cool shots over the next couple of weeks. And if that trend continues, I do think that we will end up actually being cooler than average as we go into fall. But it's a matter of how long we keep that pattern going on. So we'll see how it all plays out. The Climate Prediction Center pointing towards a warmer than average fall, but the overall pattern at the moment is trending a little bit cooler than normal.
You give me a little bit of pumpkin spice latte, my nice long sweater, some colors. I'm happy.
I had apple cider all weekend long.
Yeah.
And I actually forgot it this morning, so I'm a little
your drink of
distraught.
choice, isn't it?
That is my drink of choice. It was fantastic.
You're going to love this season.
Oh, yes,
Beautiful.
I'm ready.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Hoping it lasts a little longer, too, than usual. For sure, because then we know what's next.
Yes.
Yeah. 5:28 right now, and people living in Janesville